Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm good.
So, if you can tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Salman, or surname is Uddin. I'm a GP. I'm from East London. So, yeah.
MashaAllah. So, just a quick question. I want to know, why did you decide to join Fit Dad Life Mastery?
So, it's actually quite a profound decision, actually, for me. I've mentioned it a few times in some of the questions that I answered in the group and other places, but I had a heart attack about a year ago. So, after the heart attack, I was in a bit of a shock because I wasn't expecting it. And to be honest with you, I still don't know exactly why I had it. So, basically, I don't smoke, I don't drink, literally the only risk factor I don't even have any family history of a heart attack. So, literally, the only risk factor that I had was that I was a bit overweight. So, my BMI was about 30. So I was a bit overweight, but that's the only thing that I had. So I was looking for different ways of losing weight and those kind of things. And I came across the program. And the reason that it kind of attracted me was because of my heart attack. I was a bit worried about exercise in general. So I was quite worried about exercise just because I actually did a 10K run an hour before I had the heart attack. So that was always on my mind. So I wanted a way of losing weight that didn't need me to do too much exercise. And I think at that time, that's how Fit Dad Life Mastery was being advertised. It's like, you don't have to do any exercise if you don't want to. So you could literally just focus on your food and focus on your activity levels otherwise, and you should hopefully lose weight. So that attracted me a lot. So I spoke with Adam, and alhamdulillah, it's to work for me. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. What was your overall experience on the program?
You know what? The program was very easy, alhamdulillah. So I find, I'm somebody who likes to understand why we're doing certain things. So I really enjoyed the coaching calls, and also, when we get Majid and Adam send certain kind of notes or messages on the group or videos on Facebook where they mention why we do certain things, for example, NEAT, for example, calorie deficit. So they'll explain things in scientific detail. And for me, that worked really well. I was not expecting that. So I expected to be told, yeah, do this, do that. And I thought, okay, fine, you'll lose. But for me to understand why I was doing things was actually probably the most beneficial thing that I learned from this. And mainly because I've done other programs before. So I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it, but I did things like Joe Wicks and stuff like that before. And they were good in the sense that they were very prescriptive. So they'll just tell you, do this. It's a one program fits all kind of program, and you just follow whatever they're doing. If you stuck to it, I did lose some weight, but nowhere near the level of this. And it was hard. So I had to rigorously follow a diet program, and I had to rigorously do exercise. So I did that, and I did other things as well. So lots of different types of diets and those kind of things along the years. So after the heart attack, I thought, look, I don't want to do any of that. I just want something easy, something that I don't have to worry about too much. And I think, so it kind of fit me in that regard. So I think that's the main thing that I found beneficial, the fact that you go through why we do certain things. And I think understanding that is probably the most, I think if somebody gains that from the program, then that's it. You don't have to do anything else in the future. You don't need any other programs, because you can work out what you need to do just by what you've learned.
Yes, we give you lifelong education.
Exactly. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So how much have you lost, Brother Salman, on the program?
So my initial starting point is slightly different. So I was about 90 kg roughly, but I think by the time that I even started the program, I probably already lost about 1 or 2 kg, depending on what. So, and then now I'm around 78. So I've lost about 12 kg in total.
MashaAllah. Well done. Was it worth the investment?
Definitely. So, and I think the way that Adam sold it. So the thing is, and I think this is our negative mindset comes in, where when somebody tells you that this is easy and you're going to lose weight and this is a lifelong change, when you think about it, you think it's a gimmick, or so you think there must be a catch, if that makes sense. So and I think, but the thing is, going through the program, you realize, no, actually it's all true, alhamdulillah. So I can see, because I was telling my wife, so even if I gain a little bit of weight, I can work out why, if that makes sense. So I'll work out quite easily why I've gained that weight, and then I can work myself without even, from what I've learned from Majid and Adam, I can work, I can kind of do it myself. So I know, or maybe I was eating the wrong type of food there, or maybe I was not sleeping that well at that time, and that's why. So and I think those kind of skills, I think, is amazing. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like learning to fix something. For example, if your car breaks down, you know how to, if we teach you, for example, an analogy would be, if you learned how to fix a car when it breaks down, now you don't have to worry, do you? Because every time it breaks down, you know how to fix it, you know? Yeah. So yes, that's really good to hear. What advice do you have for people thinking of joining FDLN? So
I would say, first of all, it depends. You have to be motivated. For me, it's very key, because I think if you're somebody who's motivated to lose weight, then and you've got the right reasons to, then don't hesitate. Just join. Okay, I would honestly say it's the best decision that you will ever make. Okay, just because so that's the thing. So there are some people who may not do well. Okay, but usually they're in the minority, and usually it's because the reason for doing it isn't quite right, if that makes sense. So I think if you are somebody who's motivated and wants to lose weight and you're doing it for the right reasons, then don't hesitate. Please join. Yeah.